Hi there, it's Dr. Julie Hartman here with the mindfulresourcecenter.com, and I had a few minutes and wanted to hop on and offer a brief tutorial on one of our favorite strategies that we use with kids. And let me tell you, parents consistently, most of them report that this one strategy is incredibly helpful from shifting their fussy child to flexible. And this applies to teens as well, and it might even apply to yourself too. We certainly use it in our household with all of us. And so, this is a really nice opportunity for me to point out that Mindful Resource Center is not just about anxiety-prone kids and teens. We certainly are doing a lot of tutorials right now about that because we are in the process of launching our free 5-day e-course on empowering your anxiety-prone child and teen. It's a parent's guide, but I want to make sure to also give attention to a lot of the other things that we support here at the Mindful Resource Center, and hopefully this will help you. We address self-esteem, we address depression and negativity and stuckness and inflexibility, and support kids with ADHD and teens with learning disabilities, and even just your garden variety growing pains. We support kids, teens, and parents with an evidence-based approach known as cognitive behavioral therapy, and we infuse it with mindfulness techniques and help improve relationships and things like that. So moving toward now, the reason you probably clicked on this video is a strategy that we want you to try in your household, again, to shift your child from fussy to flexible. And that is a phrase that we have found incredibly useful, and it is saying to your child, let's imagine they are stuck because they are really insistent that you give them attention right this minute about something that matters to them. Or let's imagine you are asking your child to do something that they need to be doing and they're refusing. Okay, or let's imagine, let me set the scene here for you. Let's imagine your teen is being really bossy about something that they want. Or maybe they are exaggerating an emotion or a problem, right? They're really dramatizing a situation that actually is out of proportion to what the situation warrants, okay? So one of the strategies that you can use is a phrase that is, you don't get upset for no reason. Okay, so the young person, let me make sure I'm kind of in a sunbeam here. I'm actually sitting in my backyard, and I just wanted to hop on because this phrase just got used in a session this morning that I had with a parent who I am coaching around. Let me see here. I want to try to get the sunbeam off of my face. Thanks for hanging in there with me for a second. Okay. Well, goodness gracious. There we go. Kind of? All right. Moving on. So it came up in a session this morning with a family, a parent that I'm coaching who has a young person who has been dramatizing a lot of his symptoms lately, and the mom's getting confused about, when do I sort of push and when do I sort of let things pass, and so we had talked about the phrase that she can use with him whenever he gets stuck, whenever he gets fussy, right? As her first approach can be, you don't get upset for no reason. Okay, so it can be, softening into that phrase, parent taking a breath, and you don't get upset for no reason. And what that tends to do is disarm the child, right? So the child or the teen at that point feels that they're getting validated for whatever experience they're having. And it's true. I mean, look at it, from your adult perspective, right? You don't get upset for no reason, right? If the laundry isn't done and you need to leave the house, or your partner is doing something that you are not happy about, or you know, you ran out of time and forgot to return that one thing to Costco while you were there, right? So you feel fussy inside, or you feel stressed or something. Well, that didn't happen for no reason. Even if it's something that happened inside of you, right? So everything's going hunky-dory, let's say, but you're kind of in a cranky mood, or you're kind of feeling frustrated about something. That just doesn't happen out of the blue. All of our feelings, all of our mind sets, all of our thoughts, all of our beliefs, they don't happen for no reason, right? We're not reptiles. As humans, there's a whole complexity to how we experience situations. And so to be told you don't get upset for no reason is validating and disarming. And it kind of says, okay, I have, my experience is worth getting some attention for. And self-worth is one of the #1 buffers for the problems that come with mental illness, like, you know, stress and you know, depression and being overwhelmed and things like that. Having self-worth helps buffer the side effects that come with adversity. And so consider saying that to your child or your teen the next time they're fussy. You know, you don't get upset for no reason. What's up? Or one of the things that parents often ask is, okay, so then what? Okay, so let's imagine you say, you don't get upset for no reason. What's up? But you need to rush out of the house and you can't really hear the answer then. Or you need the child to settle down because it is being really distracting for the situation, or you need your child or your teen to go ahead and do that thing that you asked them to do because it's part of moving to the next thing. All right, so what you could begin to build is what we call a worry appointment, or a connection appointment with your child. All right, which is basically, sorry, the sun, I'm trying to, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Much better, so you don't have to stare at like my face glowing at you. Okay, so you can essentially begin to set up connection appointments with your child later, right? So it could be 10 minutes a day. You know, you just make sure that it happens. And when your child experiences that you follow through with that, 10 minutes a day, it's going to be a time when they can talk to you about anything, get anything off their chest. They could ask something of you. It might be play, it might be listening to music together, it might be going on a walk, it might be just venting and kvetching, getting things off their chest, and you're in a real listening, holding, containing, receptive place during that time. What can happen is, after that consistent follow through has occurred enough, the child will then believe you, or the teen will believe you when you say, you know, you don't get upset for no reason. And, you know, and hey, we gotta move on to this next thing. But listen, I really care about what it is that you're upset about. I really want to understand and know it so that I can support you. Would it be okay with you if we go on ahead and leave it, going to postpone it for our 10-minute time so I can really understand it? All right. And you're going to have some children and teens some of the time that are going to say, okay, fine. But they know that you're going to follow up with them later, so they can kind of delay that further connection around whatever it is that they were upset about. But sometimes they're too stuck, right? They're too escalated. And so they are prone to say, no, I want your attention now. You need to address it now. And then that's when you can maneuver with other strategies that we teach. I want to keep this short. I can't go into so much detail right now, but that you can essentially say, okay, well, look, you know, I'm not able to give you the attention right now. I know you don't get upset for no reason, so this is on my radar. It really matters to me. We're going to have to postpone it until later. I tell you what, if you're able to transition now and just know that I'm holding in my heart and mind the situation and how important it is to you, because you don't get upset for no reason, then I'll be able to spend a little bit of extra time with you later. And hey, if we're able to kind of get out of the house or kind of get that thing done, maybe it'll give us enough time so that we can actually connect about it in a little bit. All right, so the idea is, when you use the phrase and you really embody the mindset around you don't get upset for no reason, that validation disarms the child from being adversarial with you and helps them feel heard and supported and connected and attended to which tends to allow them to experience that felt security to then wait a little bit to get into a zone where you can address it more skillfully with them. All right, so I wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you find that helpful. Go on ahead and give that a try. And this pertains to all kids and teens have emotions and can benefit from this kind of phrase and this kind of mindset from their parents. And if you are interested in learning more from us, I will leave a link in the comments below where you can be sure to get notified when I provide tutorials like this, or we write out, kind of suggestions and tips and emails and things like that. So hopefully you find this helpful, and I look forward to connecting with you more next time. Take good care.